Hello, everyone. This is Father and Son Worlds Apart. I'm Marcus.
I'm Danny.
And we have another interesting show today. We're going to talk about the Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley match. And me and my son look at this a little different. So we're going to have a very interesting conversation. So stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Back. And before we get started, please make sure you subscribe, like, and share to the channel to show your support. Please subscribe, like, and share. And we'll greatly, greatly appreciate that. So me and my son are going to get into the whole Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley boxing match, and I don't know. I mean, I think Jake Paul did pretty good. That's I mean, you getting in there with real fighters, and hey, Jake, my hat's off to you, man, because I boxed, my son boxed, and it's not easy. And a lot of people don't realize how much conditioning it take to get in there and box just a whole round. Most people can't box a whole round, and it requires a lot of stamina.
And they stood all 8 rounds, isn't it?
Yeah. And Jake Paul been doing pretty good. I mean, he haven't really fought any boxers. He might need to get in there with Danny, and then we can truly see how good he is, I guess. I'm too old, so, but he can get in there with Danny, and we'll like to see that match. So Jake Paul, Danny is calling you out. He's calling you out. So Jake Paul, you see this video, Danny is ready to get in there with you.
3 months and I'll be ready. Just need a 3 months camp. Although I'm in the same boat because I've been working on MMA for so long.
Yeah.
But I've been doing, I can give me 3 months.
Yeah. I don't know. Me, you can't give me 3 months. You got to reverse by 10 years, and then I'll be ready. You got to do a time travel. Back 10 years from now, Jake, I would be ready, man. I would take you on if I can just, try and travel back 10 years. But right now, no, ain't no need, for me to have a heart attack in the ring. That wouldn't look good. That wouldn't look good for you at all. Your opponent have a heart attack in the middle of the ring on you. So I advise you, maybe it'd be best to take on Danny. So
that's a good one, though. That's definitely good fight. He put up a good fight. There was a few moments where Tyron Woodley fought back, and actually there was one, I think, what was that, round 3 or 4, where he had him dazed there for a second, but he's working hard. You can tell. Like, if I've been following him on YouTube and stuff for a long time, him and his brother, and all the videos, like lately, every video they're in the gym. You see him, he's working, and it's been like that pretty much for the last 2 years almost. So
yeah, the guy, he putting in the work, man. I mean, you can say whatever you want about Jake Paul, but you can never say that man don't put in the work.
No, you can't take nothing away from him. And I'm actually rooting for him now to actually go into the pro, because he hasn't really fought. I mean, Tyron Woodley is a good thing, but even in the UFC, Tyron Woodley is more of a grappler,
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see. I think he's definitely got the potential, and he's got a team that can definitely help him do it. So I would like to see it. But I know I watched the interview afterwards, and he said he's going to be taking a break at the moment. He's kind of like, he doesn't know exactly what he wants. He's still 24 and this and that. And I was like, come on now, you're going to go climb up off on top now. Got everybody riled up, ready to see him go pro boxer now.
I don't think that would be a good idea. I really don't think that would be a good idea for him to go pro. He's good with the people that he's fighting. I think didn't he call out another MMA fighter? He called out 2 different people after the match.
I think 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒂𝒏𝒂, I think him and 𝒕���� have a kind of a beef thing going on, I think, didn't he? No, that's him and McGregor, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know he wanted to fight McGregor.
He's got so many beefs everywhere, it's hard to keep up.
Yeah, I know he want to fight McGregor, but I just think he should just stick with people that's in his level, because you start fighting boxers, you're in a whole different, you just in a whole different realm. MMA guys aren't boxers. I mean, if you fought somebody like what's his name, Bone Jones,
the same size, that's another thing. He keeps opponents that are like, when it comes to size, or he's way bigger than, he outsizes almost all of his all of his opponents that he's fought so far. He's outsized completely. Tyron Woodley too. He's a big guy. When you watch on UFC, he looks like a big guy, but when you was watching him on the match, they compared to each other. It's massive difference.
Yeah, because they in boxing or in MMA, they put you in there with people your size. So Woodley looked large against someone in his weight bracket, but someone larger, he don't look.
Yeah, no, that's another thing I didn't know. I thought they were kind of matched up a little bit more evenly. That's why I was the thing that I was looking forward to this. So, but I wasn't expecting that there was there was such a size difference. Because it's going to make it harder for Woodley, to knock him out. He's got to come with a lot of power, and it's easier just for Jake Paul to do it, because he's got so much size. He's got some massive arms. That dude is built. Jake Paul is.
Yeah. I mean, Jake Paul.
He's got me convinced slowly now. At first, I wasn't a fan of it, because I don't know. I think there's so many fighters out there, that work hard, and because I know how it is trying to chase that dream myself, and it's hard as hell, and for him just to kind of just come and kind of like
somebody come because they're a star or known name, and just get matches that people who work so hard their whole life can't get. But Jake Paul put together his own stuff, though. He's not going to Golden Boy or somebody like that, or Top Rank, anybody like that. He put his own stuff together, and people coming to him, saying, okay, I'll fight you. And he making a lot of people a lot of money, because we know Tyron Woodley wouldn't be making no money if he just fought randomly, because he's just too old. He's not, nobody want to pay and see him fight nobody other than a Jake Paul or somebody like that. So
exactly. And that's another thing, like I said, you can't just take that away. He's at first I wasn't a fan of the whole jumping in the way he did, but now the way he's serious as he's taking it, and how he's going about the way he's going about the sport, and actually pushing the sport. Like people are talking about boxing a lot again. I know here in Germany, boxing's kind of slowed down a bit. People are more tend to watch UFC and get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because we have the time difference here.
Yes.
So when UFC runs in the States at a normal time, I'm getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch it, if I want to watch it live. And most fights I do, because I love UFC. So, but it's kind of pushing boxing up as well, too. The whole fiasco there that he's created. So
yeah, and I mean, especially it's like you said, boxing lost a lot of popularity over the years, and by him bringing it back to the forefront, they had other matches with people like Tyson came back and fought Jones, and a couple matches like that. Mayweather fought the other brother, so things like that. But other than that, especially once Mayweather retired, it's just nobody really out there that people just must see boxing too much.
For me, there was Lomachenko was another like a new prodigy. Like, have you seen him fight? What was his? Lomachenko. What was his first name? Vasily Lomachenko. That's his name. If you YouTube him and watch some of his fights, he's a really, really good fighter. He's got some hands like I've never seen before. But I think he had something with the shoulder. He had a shoulder surgery and he had to take a break for a year or something like that. Which should be around the time for him to start doing fights again too, because he was Vasily Lomachenko is what his nickname is. No more. He's made so many fighters quit. Like he's I don't know.
I mean, which weight bracket he's in? Could he fight somebody like Canelo Alvarez or somebody like that? Because to me, I mean Canelo,
yeah, he's hot as well.
Yeah, at the moment. But Canelo is people like watching him, but he's not. He don't have that. He can't sell fights like Floyd Mayweather could. Floyd Mayweather, he could sell fights. You can be a good fighter, but just not a good promoter of your fights. Yeah. And that's the problem, because you have to make people want to, buy that pay-per-view. Because, if you don't have that personality, because people they bought pay-per-view just to see Floyd Mayweather get knocked out. People just want to see him get beat. So people pay their money just to see him get beat. And then he don't get beat, they'll pay their money to try to see him get beat by the next person and the next person. So he knew how to promote his matches. I remember Floyd Mayweather saying that, and Conor McGregor is the same way. Floyd Mayweather said Conor McGregor was one of the favorite people that he did a match with, because he said, unlike most boxers and stuff that he fought, where he had to pretty much carry the weight to promote the matches, he said Conor McGregor was on the pretty much the same level as him in promoting the match. That love-hate thing that he does with people as well. Floyd Mayweather said Conor McGregor made the promotion of their fight so much easier than most everybody else that he fought, because he said he didn't have to carry the whole thing. He said Conor McGregor was, doing all sorts of controversial things, to bring attention to the match and all of that stuff. He said Conor McGregor is the ultimate promoter.
Yeah, give you that. He can definitely do it. That's for sure.
And Jake Paul is too. Jake Paul is an awesome promoter. I mean, people can say what you want about Jake Paul. Jake Paul know how to promote. He knows
how to get attention. Yeah.
He know how to get attention, and I'm a fan, of it. I just don't think he need to jump in there with a real boxer. Let's keep it, against a good fighter. A decent fighter, but not get in there with a real boxer. You don't want to get in there with somebody like Tyson Fury or what's his name?
Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, Anthony Joshua. The other guy, I can't call his name.
I think him and Canelo were having words as well.
Yeah, because he would. I mean, those guys would kill him. I mean, he get in there with them dudes. Or stay with people that not necessarily not professional boxers, but you know, that's pretty good fighters, I guess. Because no, don't get in there with no boxer. You know, when I had my boxing gym and guys who thought, oh, I can fight, I fought on the street, so I can fight.
Yeah. Oh
gosh. I get in there with them just for a little while. Okay, that's fine. Let's see what you can do. They take a couple licks and I don't see them anymore.
Yeah,
they don't even want to come back to the gym no more. I'm telling you, you don't know how to fight. You think you know how to fight when you fight another person that don't know how to fight.
Yeah,
but when you get in there with somebody know what they're doing, it's a whole different. You're on a whole different level. And just because you know how to street fight, don't mean you know how to fight.
Because it's discipline. It's a lot. It's more discipline than anything else. You got to sit there and take and plan your shots. It's more. I can always tell people it's more like chess. Fighting is like chess. You always got to be 3 moves ahead. You always got to, that's why when I always explain people, when like, oh, why is it always so boring in the beginning? It's because they're testing each other. He's trying to see what is he going to do when I throw this punch. Is he going to move this way? Is he going to move this way? So that way I can punch this way when he does that, There's a whole lot more to fighting than just going out there and throwing fists. People, we get those all the time in our gym as well. They come in, we probably get like 3-4 a month, I'd say on average. They come in, they're like, oh yeah, I've been doing this for a while. I just want to get some discipline. And then they get out, don't survive the first sparring session, and you never see them again. Their probation training is over with. They're gone. You never again you see them.
Yeah. I used to get a lot of that because, get them guys come in. Oh man, I know what I'm doing. I do this, I do that. And they take a couple licks from a person that know how to actually throw a lick, throw a punch, know how to use their hips. I mean, man, it's because you filling them out. Like I said, the beginning of it, you just filling a person out. And then, street fights, how long they last? 2 minutes? Not even that. 30 seconds or something like that. I mean, it's just both guys are exhausted. Yeah. Both guys, they're exhausted.
Yeah.
I mean, when you fight a boxer, okay, you're not going to use up all your energy in the beginning anyway. You're going to counter punch. You save so much energy counter punching. That what made Floyd Mayweather so deadly. He wasn't a Pacquiao type fighter. He didn't go out there and just start hammering people. Floyd Mayweather he let you throw, he counter punch. And that's what I always was good at. You can throw all the punch. I just sit back, let you throw your punches, whatever you needed to do, and I just counter punch. And I'm hitting every single time. I'm hitting my target, and I'm not wasting a lot of energy. It's all about preserving your energy to where you can continue to fight. And then the next thing you know, the person you fighting is so tired they can't even lift their hands anymore.
And that's when
you just beat the crap out of them.
Yeah, just too easy.
Yeah. So
there's a whole lot to it, and people don't understand, and they try to understand. And most
footwork. It's hips, footwork, all of that stuff. Because throwing a punch, just with your arms, you're not going to get enough power than throwing it with your hips. I mean, it's so much more power, with your leg work and your hips.
It's all kinetic motion.
Yeah. So, but like I said, Jake Paul, is impressive. I mean, dude is impressive. You can't take nothing from him.
Nothing.
I know I don't take nothing from him. And I know some people, say it's a joke and people want to see him get beat up, all of this stuff.
I think after today, it's not a joke anymore. I think he's proved to more than enough now. Yeah, I take it serious. Like I said, I was a hater this whole time, but now I'm like, okay, because Tyron Woodley is, it's still questionable to some, but he is a good fighter and he is a hardcore fighter, and he's beaten him on so many different levels and stages. So for him to beat him like that and he dominated for the most part as well. He didn't just it wasn't like a fluke type decision. It was, in my eyes, it was clear as day. I was like, Tyron, if you don't knock him out here soon, that's it. You're gonna lose this fight.
Yeah, he slowed down even in the final round. Yeah. He didn't even go for the knockout. It's like, are you crazy? That to show you the inexperience he got right there. Yeah. You behind. He behind on points. And
on a lot of things,
you got nothing to lose.
He was like lacking combinations. That's a key important part as well, is throwing combinations, and he wasn't doing that. He throw like 1 or 2 punches, and that's it. Just throwing 1 or 2 punches, and that's it, and not following really up. Like there was one, he hit him, and instead of following up and taking him out, he just kind of hit him and just kind of stared at him like, okay, what you gonna do? That's it.
Yeah, he don't know how to put together combinations. Yeah. Most people don't, and he's a grappler, so he don't know how to put together combinations, because the minute he get in a stand up fight, he's trying to take the person down to the mat. So he's not going to sit there and just throw combination after combination. Because yes, if he knew how to throw combinations, he could have won that fight.
Yeah.
But you don't hit somebody and just, that's what a lot of times people like, oh, he hit him where he was going down. No, you throwing your combinations. You're not trying to hit somebody, do a dirty punch or a sucker punch like that. You doing a combination of punches. And if the person go down before you finish your combination,
that's it. You
still throwing it, and it's not a dirty shot. You just in the middle of your combination. So you don't stop in the middle just because a person is dazed or going down. You still finish your combination that you started, because that person can recover.
Yeah.
And that's what Woodley ended up doing. He allowed the guy to recover. He allowed Jake Paul to recover.
Yeah, because he had him in that moment in that 4th round. If he would have just kept following, just kept coming, just kept pushing, because that's what he kept doing. He just kept on throwing these quick punches, this quick punch, or just too weak, not really following through. He didn't chase him. He let him be. He let him recover, because he had him dazed. Jake Paul, he went down for a second and went on the rope. I think if it wasn't for the rope, he would have went and hit the mat. They would have been more closer to the middle. He would have hit the mat on that shot, because that was a really good shot. And I looked at it in slow motion as well. It's a really good, well placed shot. But he didn't really chase up on it, and that's the thing. If you got somebody dazed, go.
Yeah, but then it also come down to endurance. Do you have the endurance to finish him off? Do you have the stamina?
He does. You could have tell he could have went another probably 5-6 rounds. Both of them looked still fit. I wanted them to keep going. I was like, come on, let them go to 12.
Yeah,
because I wanted to see somebody get knocked out. I was hoping. They was talking so much mess for some months. Somebody needed to hit that mat.
Yeah. So it's it's like I said, it's a lot come with boxing. It's more than what you see with your naked eyes in the ring. I mean, that's why you have tape and film to study and all of that stuff. You study your opponent and you look for their weaknesses, their strengths. And whether you boxing or doing MMA, it's the same way. You looking for you want to study your opponent. And Woodley, to me, he didn't follow through. He didn't, like you said, he didn't put together his combinations like he should have. Because if he knew how to put together combinations, he would have won that match. But I got to give it to Jake Paul, man. Jake Paul, he hung in there. Like him or hate him, the man, he take it serious. So
it's some very nice boxing. I can't. No, I'm convinced. I'm on his side now. Next fight, come on, bring it on. Whatever. He's done it now. Every time he's proved me wrong multiple times now. So
Yeah, I just don't want him to get a big head and think he can get in there with a real boxer.
I
I
like
just
how
think that
he addressed that in at the end. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just I'm just relaxed right now. I'm kind of chill. I don't really know what I want at this moment. I'm 24. I'm young. I got it all. So I'm just gonna relax for a bit now, and then we'll see." So I think he's maturing a lot as well. He's growing up a lot. So I think this whole boxing thing and stuff is kind of humbling him a bit.
Yeah, everybody. I'm just flexing my chair. I'm just flexing over here a little bit, letting you see my 𝒕𝒉𝒂𝒏𝒆 chair that I got. And so I'm just doing different camera angles and stuff like that. I like playing around. So that's all I'm doing. You see the camera when you see it change. Like I say, you're looking at me now from my Canon M50. And when you look at, and this is a shot from my Sony A6400 camera. So I just like switching between. I'm using a ATEM Mini to switch, and since I paid $200 and some for this damn thing, I'm going to use it. So that's what you guys seeing. So, but yeah,
I can switch too, but mine don't look as cool.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool, man. You got your two cameras. So what you use?
No alien space chair here.
Yeah, what you using to switch it up with?
It's my laptop.
Oh, you switching up with the laptop? Okay.
So
oh, you looking at from your laptop? You looking at it from your laptop camera?
Yeah, so this one now is on my webcam. Is the Brio 4K Stream Edition. Go check out other videos to see our setups. And then this one's my laptop.
Yeah, that's not bad.
This one's it says 1080 HP as well. So
okay.
You can see, I'm glad. I was on Rocket League before the stream started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, on that screen.
Yeah. So everybody. I mean, we just wanted to jump into the whole Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley fight, and if anybody have a different opinion of it, if you have a different opinion than what me and Denny had,
put it in the comments.
Put it in the comments below, and just let us know what you think about it. Do you think Jake Paul should fight a real boxer the next time, or should he stick with MMA fighters, mainly grapplers? I say stick with MMA fighters. Man, stick with MMA fighters. That might be best for you. Leave the boxers alone and enjoy yourself. Ain't no need putting your, boxing. You can put your health and your life at risk. So, because there's no joke. I used to box. Danny used to box, and but Jake Paul doing excellent. So everybody, please like and subscribe to the channel. Show us some love, and we'll catch you next episode. Thank you.